What's up, my beautiful people? This is Kristen Peoples coming to you with bossofculture.org. I hope you're doing super fabulous today. I am. I'm so glad that you can join me. And if you are new here, thank you so much for joining us. Here at Boss of Culture TV, we talk about all things workplace bullying abuse, how to navigate through a toxic work environment, how we're all a team here, and we are just here leveling up week after week. So thank you for joining us. I hope that you consider subscribing. Make sure that you like this video because I know you're going to resonate with it. And comment below, you guys. We are a community here. So we like to swap stories and just be each other's cheerleaders. So hopefully we can do that for each other. If you are one of my ride or dies, the people that tune in week after week, thank you so much for being here. You know I love you. If it weren't for you, I would not have the courage and the strength. And to be honest with you, I just don't think I would stay on top of doing these videos the way that I do them and deliver them to you, because you guys don't realize that each and every video I do to help you, it helps me. Talking through these things and knowing that I'm not alone, and some of the stories that I share, they're real life stories, and to know that some of you guys have experienced the same things, you guys, it soothes my heart too. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you for the comments and the kind words and letting me know that, hey, Kristen, I got your back and I'm going through the same thing. So let's get straight to this message, and then I'm going to get to what I wanted to talk to you guys about today because it's kind of deep. So I just wanted to get the light stuff out the way first, and then we're pouring a little heaviness, and then we'll lighten back up before we leave. How does that sound? Alrighty. Well, this one, you guys, this affirmation is about success. Because every day is a gift, you guys. Every day we wake up, it's a gift. We got something to be grateful for each and every moment of our lives. So we want to make sure that we cherish and that we're appreciative and grateful for it. This one says, today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. You guys, if you have never, ever taken note of an affirmation that I've shared on this channel, this is one to print up, write out, memorize, put in your heart and soul, because yeah, this one's a good one. So let me repeat this real quick for you. Today is a really good day. You're in the flow. Problems are solved quickly and easily. Helpful people show up for you, and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. You guys, I will tell you, since I have been living my life in that vein, those things have come to pass for me. You see, I wake up each and every day now, not only in an attitude of gratitude, being thankful for just waking up and thankful for all the things that are present in my life, but having that expectation of knowing that I'm a good person. So knowing that I'm a good person, good things need to be coming to me. You understand what I'm saying? So I need for you guys to start working and focusing on living your life to the fullest, meaning living your life in expectancy, knowing that you are a good person. Good people are going to be showing up because you're a good person, and good experiences will be showing up as well because you're a good person. Now, they're not going to show up if you're out there dealing dirt and doing people wrong. No, it's all about karma. So give good karma and you'll receive good karma. That's why you want to subscribe to this channel, because that's good karma and it'll come back and help you guys. So today's message is about me escaping a very, very toxic work group, and for a moment experiencing some kind of relief, where I was afforded the opportunity to finally get the promotion I deserved after several years of training people and being walked and trampled over for promotions. After I train these people, they're the ones being promoted, and I'm being told, well, you still got work to do, or it's your attitude, and every excuse in the book not to give me what I deserve, right? The pay, the promotion, all of that. Well, I was able to escape the group, and I suggest you watch my previous video about how I was able to escape the group. But just to give you a quick little tidbit of what I did, documentation. Documentation is the key that turns the door locked or unlocked. Whatever way you want to show it, whatever way you want to look at it, it unlocked opportunities for me, and it locked the people in the background, right? I was able to be protected from the people that were trying to harm me because I had the key which is documentation. And I will tell you in each and every one of these videos, documentation is your saving grace. So I'm going to link the video that I discussed how I was able to escape that toxic group either down below or here or here. Make sure you check it out. But I was able to escape. And for, I want to say a good maybe 5-6 months, things were great. I mean, I was waking up in the morning. I was grateful. I was like, thank you, God, I escaped these people. I had a group of people that were willing to help me and train me. In fact, the guy I was replacing, he was retiring. So he was a sweetheart, and he showed me everything he knew and was happy to share that information with me. We even exchanged phone numbers, and he wanted to keep in touch outside of the office. He was just that kind of a guy. But I'm that kind of a girl. I have that effect on people, and I know I have this gift where I'm that kind of person that people can walk up to in the store and they'll ask me, hey, do you think this looks good with this? Or they'll just tell me some of their personal business, in knowing that my soul must give off a vibration that I can be trusted, where they can share information with me. And I have strangers off the street just sharing information with me. So this is what I guess I kind of rubbed this gentleman the right way, and he wanted to keep in touch and wanted to make sure that I understood the job fully. And he told me, hey, if you have any questions moving forward, just make sure that you reach out to me. It is not a problem for me to answer the phone. Yes, I'm in retirement, but I would love to hear from you. And he emailed me, and we kept in touch for a little while. And everything was great until it wasn't. You see, I got the raise, I got the promotions, and then I guess I wasn't getting the hint when it came to certain advances that were coming my way from my manager. That's right. You see, all this clawing I did to get away from the horrible people that were just making it their business to make my life a living hell, so to speak, because I don't give them any more credit where they don't even deserve any credit. So that's why I say so to speak, right? But yeah, I didn't pick up on the signs. And I happened to mention one day that my husband was a supervisor too. And for whatever reason after that, I was public enemy number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Everything I did was scrutinized. Every email I sent, he asked to be copied on. Every phone call I was on, if it was 6 o'clock in the morning, because we did a lot of global calls, and I would get an IM out the blue, I don't hear your voice. Or I would get a text from him, I'm not hearing you speak. It wasn't even time for me to speak. There was in the kind of role that I was in before I retired, I did a lot of hands-on. So I would be in a different building from my manager. So every now and again, we would see him pop up. But when he decided to put the heat on me, he was there every time I looked around, every time that there was a meeting that didn't even involve me speaking, right? He was there. So I recall one day I was speaking with a friend outside, and he happened to come over, my manager happened to come over to my building, and he saw us talking, and I looked at my watch and I said, okay, well, I was like, let me get ready to head to this meeting. I know I'm not presenting, but let me make sure I make my way into the room, because clearly he's over here to spy on me, because he's been spying on me, all my phone calls, all my emails, being copied on the emails, just micromanaging. So I go in, and lo and behold, as I'm walking down the hallway, I get a phone call from my youngest son's school, and they told me that he wasn't feeling well. And so I took the call, and I told him, I said, well, I'll be there shortly. I have a meeting I have to, show my face at, and then I will be there shortly. So that set me back 3 minutes, you guys. 90 seconds, right? Answering this phone call. There's a room full of people standing around this easel board. We would have these easel board meetings. And once again, I was not presenting. When I walked in the room, if looks could kill, I was being killed softly. You know what I'm saying? And he was just pissed at me because I walked into that meeting 90 seconds late. I did not hear the end of that 90 seconds. Now, mind you, you guys, prior to all of this, a couple years went by, I was getting great raises, promotions, bonuses. Every time someone needed to be trained in that group, guess what? Kristen Peoples was your girl, right? He wanted me to train everyone just about that came through. In fact, there was a young lady that I trained. Once again, you guys can probably relate to this. She was promoted to management, after 6 months of me training her. So, but all of a sudden, I didn't know what I was doing. You don't know your job. You don't have a clue as to what you're doing. And he started being copied on everything. Every email I sent was criticized. And then when it took me going back, because I said, what did I do wrong? Because I started questioning myself again. I started questioning everything about myself. And I was just like, well, what am I doing here? That people go from, and this happened in my last group too, that people go from either loving me to downright like not, it was almost like nails on a chalkboard. And I really started questioning myself and what it was that I was doing wrong. And then when I figured it out, I said, wow, it was the day I mentioned that my husband was a supervisor as well, that he knew he didn't have a chance in hell. And even if I did, you guys, I believe in the sanctity of marriage. I'm happily married. That man was married too. So I say all that to say that if you're ever in a situation where someone is thinking because they're taking care of you in some kind of way that you owe them something, you don't owe them nothing. So what ended up happening was, and I will actually segment these videos where I go more in depth on this, but I'm going to put some icing on the cake so that you guys can tune in week after week to understand some more of the torture that I had to go through. Because at this point, I was just like, wow, this guy was he followed my every move. And there was nothing I could do right, even when I was doing everything I could possibly do. He got himself in a lot of trouble. And what I mean by that is the harassment. It crossed over to sexual harassment, because that is a form of sexual harassment. He was harassing me, texting me, IMing me. He even put me on a performance review. Yeah, those things they put you on to let you know, hey, if you don't get your act together within the next 6 months, you are out of here. Yeah, he put me on one of those. He put me on one of those because he was making me ill. And just like the people in my previous group made me ill, I took care of me first. And I knew that I needed to get out of that environment. The key to anything, you guys, if you ever want to know, and I did this experiment with my children. If you don't think environment makes a difference in people's lives, think again. We did an experiment with water, and we held a cup. I had my daughter hold a cup of water, and then I had my youngest son hold a cup of water. And I asked my daughter, I said, I want you to say the meanest things that you can to this water. Call it ugly, call it all the mean things that you could possibly call it, and put some feeling behind it. Set that intention that you're going to make this water feel as bad as you possibly can. My youngest son, I said, I want you to speak nothing but positive things to this water. Speak nice things to it. Send your love to this water. And then when you're done doing this, I think we did this for about 30 minutes on and off. We walked away, came back, and you could do this experiment longer too. I suggest that you do this experiment just so that you know that I'm not making this up. You guys, the differences in the water once they froze was unbelievable. The beauty in the water when, the ice froze up in the cup, where my son was speaking nice things to it, it was nice, clear water, right? Frozen. There were all kind of cracks in the water that was frozen that my daughter spoke mean things to. You guys, we are 70% water. That's your science lesson for the day. We are 70% water. That is the reason why we need to drink water. Our organs need water in order to function. Our blood has water, you know, it's liquid, it's pumping through us, right? So what does it do to us as people when we are mistreated in an environment? Well, we start believing those things and we start becoming damaged. And that's what I became. And I got tired of feeling like that. And it used to piss him off every time I would go out on leave. Now, you guys, some of these companies are starting to get smart here. So if you're thinking that you can go out on leave the way I did, because I think I must have went out maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, something like that over my career. And it didn't happen until the end when I was being abused. I did not abuse that. Again, treat people the way you want to be treated, right? It wasn't until I was being mistreated until I took advantage of my benefits in that way. But I'll tell you this. I was not going to have another panic attack at work because I had 3 of them there. I refused. And I'll tell you this. When I finally did report him and they did an investigation, and I'll fill you guys in on that in another video, I'll let you know what ended up happening to him. But word to the wise, you are powerful, more powerful than you will ever know. Know that you are so special that people see that, and they see that in you, and either they have a resentment towards you because of you being special. Special meaning that, you know, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're handsome, you know what you're doing, you know how to draw people in, you have influence over people, you have these bright ideas. You guys, I had all of that. But somewhere along the line, I started doubting myself. Somewhere along the line, I started hating myself. I started hating what I was allowing people to do to me. I started hating what I saw in the mirror every day because I started questioning, like, wow, am I this bad at what I do? Am I this horrible person? It took me being out of that environment. So you know what I say? With proper planning, go. Go, go, go. Don't be anywhere, personal or professional, where you are not wanted or appreciated or treated with dignity and respect. Get the heck out of there. And I mean that with all of my heart. And don't you get up out of there unless you have someplace else to go or you have a backup plan. And don't you leave unless you have spoken with an employment attorney, number 1, to find out what your rights are. Because you will not leave benefits on the table. That is not what we do here. We take care of ourselves here. We move strategically. We move in silence. Our haters don't know what we're doing. Our haters don't know how we feel. That's right. I showed this brave face every single day. It's been days I done filmed these videos and been sad to my soul and shared those thoughts with you. But you would never know unless I shared that, because I have the gift. What do they call it? The resting BIT? I don't know whatever it's called. Anyway, I know how to throw people off in that way. But I can look like this and I can be torn up on the inside. You will never know. And you will not cry at that job. You will not show any vulnerability, and you will only do what is required for you to do at work. And when I say what is required for you to do at work, this is only if you're being mistreated, bullied, harassed, discriminated against, sexually harassed, any of the above. You will do what is required to get your job done, and that's it. You're not working any extra time because they don't give a darn about you. If you were to either leave or get sick, you guys, I had been at work. I was at work one day. This guy had a heart attack and passed away. Of course, they weren't going to say he passed away in the building, right? They got him the heck up out of the building so they could say he passed away outside of the building. Do you know that they put a posting up like the next couple days? You are replaceable. So unless the company is yours, unless they're treating you like a VIP, you shouldn't give 2 cents but to do your job and get out of there if you're being mistreated. Because I tell you one thing, the best thing I ever did in my life was leave. Trust the environment that you're in. And if the environment is not loving you back, you show them no love in return. You show them your backside. And you show them your backside and you walking up out of there with your head high because you're moving on to something bigger and better. I'm going to tell you, all that fear I had, me being scared, what am I going to do? My benefits, my seniority, all the money I'm making. You guys, all that money didn't mean a darn thing if I was up in the hospital sick, taking sick days, feeling sick every Sunday night, sick to my stomach, driving to work every morning, crying. That's not worth any of that. And I'll tell you this. When I was obedient, because see, I wasn't obedient. Because see, the reason why you're also going through this is because God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to say, hey, and whoever your God may be, source, universe, God, Allah, whomever you get your strength from, and whoever you plug into, your God is clearly trying to send you a message to say, hey, it's not feeling good because you don't belong here. It's not feeling good because you deserve better. I suggest you listen, because it starts off like a little nudge and a little nudge and a little nudge here and a little mark down on your review here and a little removal of money right here from the as a result of the review, a little someone said you said something that you didn't say, a little office gossip, a little bit of scandal on your name, a little bit of blackballing. It's all happening to tell you that you are not supposed to be there, that you have outgrown that experience. And I will tell you, since I was stubborn, I went through all the things I went through because my head was so hard that I was so busy trying to be so prideful, and these people were not going to take my job from me. And all I did was make myself just prolong the inevitable. Don't prolong the inevitable. Baby, if it's tower time, let it be. Let it crash and burn. Move on. Everything has its time and season. You are not a failure if you find someplace else to go where you are appreciated. And I will tell you this too. Since I have been working for myself, helping you guys, doing these videos, selling real estate full time, life has been a pleasure each and every day. I have the option to hire and fire whoever I want to work with. No, everyone is not going to be as blessed to have the type of flexibility that I have, but other people were not maybe blessed to have the flexibility that I had in my last job. But heck, I was being mistreated there with all the benefits and the money and the seniority and the title. Know that you are good enough to get out there and do what you got to do. If you got a dream, dust it off and get back to it. If you see something else that you want to put your foot out there for, but you're not quite sure, apply for that job. But don't stay there and be stagnant, because I was crippled with the what ifs, right? I was crippled with the, oh my God, but my son's about to graduate from high school and I got 2 more kids and how am I going to pay for this? And God was like, look, hold on, where's that affirmation? Oh my goodness. Helpful people show up for you and unexpected gifts fall into your lap. Every day is a good day, my friends. And I hope that you see things that way as well. Until next time, I love you. And I really hope that you took this message to heed. As with all these messages, I pour them from the bottom of my heart. I love each and every one of you. And know that I got your back no matter what. Make sure that you comment in the comment section below. Let's keep this conversation going. If you have any other topics you want me to discuss, share it below. Reach out to me. I'm Kristen Peoples at bossofculture.org. Make sure you donate to people. I'm helping people, you guys, get the health care that they deserve, the mental health care that they deserve. Everyone is not as fortunate to have mental health care coverage. So donate. It's a 501c3. You get to write it off on your taxes. If you are a doctor, if you are a lawyer, if you are any kind of professional that can help make Boss of Culture be greater than what it is becoming, please reach out to me, info@bossofculture.org. Again, you guys, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. I love you until next time. And share this video because I'm sure it will help someone out there. Bye.